All right, we are back. We are back. Welcome, 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 welcome. We are back here live with Lisa, 30 days to a deal. Hopefully our Wi-Fi connects today and it helps us. We've got a lot of stuff here on the go. So drop your name, let me know where you're calling from. Oh my, where are you dialing in from, everybody? Give us your comments, let us know what's up, and we're gonna get jumping right away here. All right, without further ado, we are on the road running this. I'm going to go ahead and bring on our guest, our friend. Let's check the Wi-Fi today. Miss Lisa is in the house. Okay, 3, 2, 1, here we go. Lisa, how are we doing?
Good, how are you? Can you hear me?
I can hear you perfectly. Okay, we are live. We got Max in the house. We got a few of you guys here already. Chiming in, saying hello. Rose is saying hello. There we go. Hello, Rose.
Hi, Rose.
Good to have you. All right, so we're running this thing on the road. You are in a Starbucks, and I am in a McDonald's. Just to show you, you can run this business anywhere. It's not easy, but you make do with what you got. All right. We've even got Nicaragua in the house. You're international. Very cool.
Welcome.
All right. So I know yesterday we had some challenges with the Wi-Fi and things. So let's catch everybody up today on what's going on. And by the way, guys, thumbs up if you can hear us okay at home. Give us a thumbs up. Let us know that everything is kosher. You're coming through loud and clear on my end, so just want to make sure that it's the same that way.
Yep, I can hear
All right,
live and
give
clear.
us the update and let's get right into it.
Okay, so the update, I did a Facebook Live yesterday just because we couldn't get it, the connection sorted, but to just quickly sum up, there were a couple of assumptions that I had made around plans I had put in place for the initial deposit, and it was $50,000. And when my realtor asked if it was ready to go, I was like confident that it was because I had already talked to those folks and my backup plan and my backup to the backup, and I thought I knew exactly where I was getting it, and those plans didn't work. One person had reallocated some of the funds in the meantime. They didn't have it ready anymore. Another one had a maximum that they could take out that day. So we had to get a bit creative. And so one of the things I learned, and I would recommend, is the moment we made that offer is make sure that those people I had talked about put that money in my account, even if I'm paying interest for a few days and I don't end up using it, so that I do have that available. Second of all, then I made I thought I understood that private lenders could lend renovation costs as well. And so when I went in, I asked them for renovation costs and those carrying costs, and they said they will fund the mortgage, 100% loan value, but not renovation costs. So I'm going to have to look for that elsewhere. And I do have an option in some equity in a property on the coast. So I'm going to, there's 3 options that Ben recommended. One was doing a HELOC, one was refinancing, and the third was taking a second mortgage against that property, using it as collateral so that we could get the deal done faster. So those are all things that my husband is actually out exploring today and trying to get an appointment with the bank that we have the mortgage through to see how fast they could do one of those. The HELOC might even be the fastest, but in Canada, you don't get as much of your equity out. So that's definitely an option. And I'm looking at some backup plans. There's some other lenders that have come up, and each of them have their own requirements. And one of the things I mentioned yesterday is that putting together and organizing all that paperwork into scanned files and things like that is not my strong suit. So I asked my sister, that's her forte. I asked her to come down. She set up all kinds of Dropbox files for me and made it easy for me to scan those and put them into those files so that I can just send that to a lender. And then once I do that, I will have them for future as well.
Okay,
so
cool.
Any advice Ben has would be great.
So let's get over the exact question here. So what do we need to tackle with this whole situation? What is the best possible question you can ask?
My next piece that I have to get done is I have to find the rest of the deposit or the rest of the down payment and the 30% of the renovation fund by the next 2 weeks. And then as well, I have two options for the mortgage, so I'm less concerned about that. I could get that done immediately. There's just higher cost to doing it right away.
All right, so let's get a little bit of a screen share going here. Make sure we're all on the same page. All right, Jamie, let me know when you guys can see my screen at home. 3, 2, 1, yes or yes. Let me know, do you got it? I think we do have it, right? All right, cool. So tell me again, how much money do we need? Let's get it on a sheet of paper.
Okay, so the purchase price is $422,500. The renovation budget is $160,000. 160. The carrying costs are higher, so the interest rate that was quoted to me was higher. So I think averaging, we should assume the higher rate, which is 15%. I heard as little as 10, but that's not
okay. So let's
sure yet.
Yeah, so Lisa, let's focus on exactly what we need to close the deal, because we're getting back into
Okay.
analysis. We don't need to analyze the deal. We want to figure out how much exact dollars do we need, and then where do we source the capital from for the different functions, right? So one is the down payment. Have you already paid the deposit?
Yeah.
Okay, so give us, how much was the deposit? How much is the down payment? How much is the closing cost?
The deposit was $50,000. And the remainder is 34.5.
So you put down about what, 15 grand?
Sorry?
So you already put down 50,000?
Yeah.
Okay, so what's the remainder for?
That's the total down payment.
Okay, down payment for what? Based on whose loan?
That's 20% down.
20% down. She's saying 50 plus 34, so $84,000 is 20% down. Is that what you're saying? Okay, cool.
Yeah.
And then who is giving us a mortgage if we come up with 34.5? Is it a bank? Is it a B lender? What is it?
No, it's both. Right now, I'm looking both at private lenders. And one has said they would be prepared to do $400K.
Okay, so hold on 1 second. So you have a private lender. What you're telling me is the requirement from this lender, this ask from them is 20% down. Okay, what interest rate are they asking you for?
15%.
So they want 15% plus they want 20% down?
Actually, they want more than 20% down. I'm just going to calculate it because they said they would do $400K. So that would leave me 22.5 short. So So 107 is what I would have to come up with to go with that lender at 15%.
Let's clarify this. I want to make sure we're on the same page
Yeah.
for all the folks at home. You're telling me that you're buying this for $422,500, okay? And you're telling me that your lender wants you to come up with how much?
107.5.
So what are they giving
They
you?
only want to fund 400.
Well, that doesn't make sense. Hold on. We got 422 as the purchase, and if I take 100,000 off of that, that's 322. So how are they giving you 400? Are they funding the renovation budget?
Oh yeah, yeah, that's right. Then I don't understand. So they just said they would do 100%. It's not 100% loan value, is it? Can you explain what that means again?
Sure. 100% loan to value means that the purchase price, $422,500, they are going to fund 100% of that amount. They're going to give you a loan on closing for $422,500. That means that there's no down payment. That's what 100% loan to value means. Yeah. So how much are they giving you? They want to give you 400 grand. Okay.
Yeah.
So 400 means that you have to come up with 22.5.
Yeah.
Plus the closing.
Okay, I see what you're saying. Yeah.
Yeah. Again, here's what I want you to do. A lot of times we kind of commingle all of these numbers into one big number. We're creating an impossible scenario. That's what you're doing. So we need to remove as many impossible scenarios and just break it down into different components. So if you guys are following at home, here's what we got. We have a purchase price, okay, and that's going to be that $422,000. Then we have, and again, down payment is relative. There's no fixed amount for down payment because if you get 100% financing, there is no down payment. Okay? Okay, cool. So what we need to figure out here is out of this $422,500, we also have a reno, and the reno, again, also independent. Let's just go, that's going to be $160K, but that doesn't have to come from the same source of funds. Okay? Cool. So we got to break these up a little bit better so that we're not necessarily just commingling all these dollars together and then creating a very difficult situation. See what I'm saying a little bit?
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys at home, are you following me? Give me a thumbs up if you're following us on this logic right now. Got some thumbs up coming in here. Okay, cool. Cool.
You're already making it more clear for me.
Very, very clear. Do not commingle all these numbers together because they get very confusing and you're making the puzzle piece way more difficult than it has to be. So what we want to do is go, where do we get the $422,500? Option A, like we said yesterday, we get it from a bank with 20% down or less. We get it from a B lender. Maybe they'll even ask for less money. We get it from a private. They'll charge more interest, but hopefully fund a bigger piece of it. And then we'll worry about the reno after that. Okay. So let's take a step back and you tell me what you heard me say and see if we're on the same page.
Okay, so what I heard you say is right now we're just worried about looking at those two numbers. We're not talking about deposit or anything like that because whatever we can get funded, then those things can come out of that.
Correct. We got to close the deal, then we'll figure out the financing on the rest of that stuff. But we got to first get the initial financing done. So reno needs to live over here. Plus, a lot of people have this concept where somebody's going to give you 100% financing and the closing costs and the reno budget. Like literally nobody's doing that.
Yeah. And that's what I thought.
If they give you that, they're going to want some ridiculous equity because here's what happens. When they give you all of that, what is left for them? They're taking on all of the risk, aren't they?
Yeah.
So we just need to break that up a bit and remember that the investor is looking at risk and return. If they give you all the dollars and the reno budget and the down payment and the whatever, they're taking literally all the risk. So what kind of ROI would they want?
Yeah. If they had to foreclose, then they wouldn't get their money back.
Right. So here's a fun scenario. In which scenario would they give you all of that? Guys at home and Lisa, in which scenario would they give you all of the money for everything?
If I put my house up as collateral.
Possibly. Yep. If you have your house up as collateral, there's another scenario.
If I put, if I had a JV partner.
If you were a professional rehabber with a track record, and you were going to buy a property and use all your resources, and you had everything behind you, it's actually not about the deal. Now it's about you. I'm investing in Lisa. I'm willing to put some more money on the line. I'm willing to go ahead and be more aggressive in my lending style. So when you get very good at this business, it's not about the numbers. It's about you, the investor. The greatest risk and the greatest asset is actually you, not the property. That's the truth. Okay? So we're proving competent and confident every time we talk with the lender to really make sure that we're being clear on what it is. If we're not clear as the investor pitching the deal and we're just throwing numbers around, it's a guaranteed no.
Yeah.
You feel me?
And I think that's what I was confusing. I was adding all those numbers into the conversation.
All right, so let's you want to pitch this together? You want to pitch
Sure.
this? Here, pitch me. I'm the lender. I want you now to pitch me on this deal and just walk me through piece by piece. Help me understand why this is a good deal. Remember, I care about one thing, what's my return, and another thing, what's my risk. So just give me your picture as we're live with everybody watching.
Okay. So this deal, we purchased it at 422.5. It's an 1,100 square foot bungalow in a mature neighborhood. Nice trees, flat lot, lots of opportunity.
Let's stop you right there.
Neighborhood.
Let's stop you right there. Okay, I'm going to help you. Big pro tip. Everybody watching, pay attention. You have to start with what we call a hook. A big old hook. And a hook sounds like this. Hey, I've got a great opportunity for you to make 15% on your money and a very safe deal. Are you interested?
Okay.
A hook sounds like, I just found the greatest deal of a lifetime that's so safe and has so much upside potential. Are you interested in joint venture partnering with me? Hey, I know you've got some money sitting on the sidelines. I finally found the perfect deal for you to put your money into real estate and fight inflation for the next 3 years. Any interest?
Okay.
Hey, I found a way, Lisa, actually, where you can double.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So I'm going to try Ben. Hey, Ben.
One more time. What?
Hey, Ben. Thanks for meeting with me. I found a great opportunity for you to earn 15% on your money. And are you interested in taking a look at my deal?
Love it. One more change. I want you to do this. If I would you. Hey, if I found an opportunity where you could make, and here, let me give you a quick pro tip, okay? Don't tell people they're making 15% on their money. They don't actually care. 15% on their money compounded is approximately doubling their money every 5 years.
Okay.
You can actually figure out the number of years it would take to compound something. It's called the rule of 72. The rule of 72 basically states, I'm going to put this in the comments, rule of 72, is that if your money is invested at 10% per year, it compounds and doubles every 7 years. Okay? Every 7 years. So if I had a 10% yield, then I would say, hey, if I found an investment that could double your money every 7 years, giving you an incredibly safe asset class like real estate, would you be interested? Let's try that. I'm just gonna shift it real quick on you. So get me back with.
Hey, Ben. If I found a great opportunity to invest in real estate that would quadruple your money in 3 years, are you interested in taking a look at that kind of a deal?
Sounds too good to be true. Absolutely. Give me that deal. If you quadruple my money in 3 years, I'm 100%. So you should figure out, okay, how long
I forgot what your number was.
So it kind of starts like this. When you're getting with somebody, say, hey, I know you were interested in talking. Like, I know you got some DMs, right? And I know you're like, how do I talk to these people? What am I saying to them? Number one, get them on the phone. Figure out what they're looking for. When somebody says they want 15% or 20%, it's more professional investors can speak that language. But like newer investors don't really care if it's 15, 20, or 30. They're trying to get different types of metrics where they can wrap their head around what they're doing. So if you go, hey, I have a way where you can double your money every 5 years.
Okay.
Are you interested in putting some money in? How much money do you have available?
It sounds like a scam. How are you going to do that, Ben?
I love it.
Let me walk you.
Now you go. Now let me walk you through it. Hey, listen, compared to what you've been getting in the stock market, where your money has been at, I would say that's also been a scam. Let me show you. Let me show you a better way. I'm going to show you how we use the power of real estate to double money every 5 years. Oh, and by the way, this is not new. Everybody's doubling their money in real estate in 5 years. In fact, in order to double your money in 5 years, you only need a 14% return. See, when you start speaking this way and you start getting the actual data points out, and they go, how do you make a 14% return? This is what we're doing. This is how we're buying the property. This is the appreciation. This is the cash flow. Now you can start to speak with an investor and really have their outcome in mind.
Okay.
ROI centric. ROI centric. You can even play games like this. Games meaning like hacks with language. You can say, hey, if you're willing to invest 100,000, I can probably return 150,000 in the next 2 years. That is actually better language than I'll give you 11% on your money.
Okay.
So be outcome centric with investors so that they can see the picture really quickly.
Okay.
Otherwise, you're just throwing numbers at people, and they've never computed these numbers for themselves.
Yeah.
So the numbers are extremely vague, right? Like folks on the call, if you're cluing in here from in the comments, if I told you make 11% on your money, does that really mean much to you? Versus I'm telling you can double your money every 5 years.
Yeah.
Okay, so put a time frame. That's a big pro tip. Put a time frame on there, and then talk about the asset.
So the asset is a 1,100 square foot bungalow in an established neighborhood that's up and coming. It's ideal for those who are professionals and want to work downtown. We were able to purchase a property at $422,500. Existing similar properties in this neighborhood in the same condition are going for $474,000 and $474,500 right now.
Okay, so start with that, Lisa. Start with that. Okay. Instead of telling me it's in a nice part of town, here's what's happening. It's called the first and second conversation. When you're talking and you don't get to the point, with most lenders, the second half of their brain is asking questions that you're not answering. They're saying, get to the point. Is it a good deal? Is it safe? Am I making money? Like, get to the point. So I start with the point. Hey, listen, I have a deal where you can double your money every 5 years. It's a real estate deal. Okay? I got a great deal on it because it's worth $475,000 and we got it for $422,000. I have 50 grand almost of instant, just over 50 grand of instant equity because I really fought hard to get a great deal. Can I tell you more about it?
Yep.
You've answered my two biggest questions. Yes or yes?
Yes. So then you've talked about the comp, and then I would add remodels in the area are having a consistent ARV of $699. And we plan to put $160K in rentals into this property and have an exit 6 months from now.
Okay, I like it. So you can always start a presentation this way. Identify the problem and then the solution. And the problem is the lender's problem. Hey, Lisa, I know you had some money that you were having a hard time placing at a good return. The last time we talked, you had $100,000 sitting there not doing anything. Well, I found a solution for you. I actually found a way that you can double your money every 5 years in a very safe asset class. And in fact, right now, I was able to get a deal that was $50,000 below fair market value because I know how to find property. I know how to negotiate. And as a result, I'm able to get this deal to lock it up. Over the next 5 years, we're going to double your money. And we're also going to be able to increase the value of this property through forced depreciation and renovation.
Mm-hmm.
Do you still have that money sitting aside? Can I give you some more details on this property?
Okay.
Like literally, Lisa, this should take 2 minutes to establish.
And this is for like a JV or somebody who's just said they're interested.
This is for literally anybody you ever invest in. Anybody you ever invest in. Mr. Banker.
Would you approach a private lender in the same way?
Same way. Mr. Bank, even if I go to the TD Bank. Hey, TD Bank, I know you guys have a lot of money you're trying to lend out.
Yeah.
I know you're looking for more customers, right? Well, I've got a great solution for you for one more customer. It's me. I know you guys want to do safe loans, so I've got a property that I've been able to find that's $50,000 below market value. And over the next 5 years, I'm going to improve the value of that property through strategic renovation. And when I go to sell that property, I'm going to be able to really make an extra $100,000 or $200,000 profit based on my projections and analysis. Can I share the data with you and see if it's really see if you guys can act on it quickly and put a deal together?
Okay.
Everybody's like, most people talking about money, they're talking from a position of their own interest. I need money, right? So if you can instantly remove I and replace you,
Love that.
remove I, insert you. I do this with sellers. You have a problem. You have a house to sell. I understand your problem. I have a solution. The solution is I can instantly buy this house from you. So if you want to get over your fears, then don't make it about you. See, one of my big secrets for emotional programming and mental programming is to make it about a mission, not about your desire.
Mm-hmm.
I have a mission. You have a mission. Your mission is to sell this home. Your mission is to lend your money out. I want to help you in your mission, but you have a problem in your mission. Although you want to lend money out, Catherine, I understand that you're having a hard time finding good quality people and deals to partner with. So I have a solution.
So to friends who are interested, your mission is to make money on the money you have, not to have it sitting there like soldiers waiting to go to battle. What if I told you could double your money in 5 years using an asset class of real estate investment? Are you interested in hearing more about this opportunity, about this deal that I have locked in?
Yeah, again, I found a great opportunity. I think it's fantastic for you. Do you have time to talk about it? I really want to help you park some money.
Okay.
You, right? I want to help you park some money. Will I win too? Of course I'm going to win. We all need to win. It's a win-win. But if you win, then I win. If you don't win, this is private lend title.
Yeah. Okay, so so I know you reached out to me and you were looking to make more money on your investments. I am working on a deal that I think would be perfect for you to do this. It's would you be interested in hearing more about that? So I'll practice this so it's smoother. Yes? Great.
Yes.
When can we sit down to talk about that? Do you have time this evening or tomorrow morning? No, not tomorrow? Okay, what about Wednesday or Friday? I've got morning or I've got evening. Great.
Love it. And
I'll meet you and buy you a coffee and walk you through it.
And if this doesn't work for you, no problem. There's no pressure here. But I know you were looking to park your money. I know that it was a pain point for you. I know that I have a great solution, and I would really love to do a deal with you and help create a win-win. See, when we do it this way, Lisa, it reduces all the anxiety and the nonsense and the fear and all the other things, right? Because we have good intentions, so let's lead with those intentions. For me, like my mental side of this is I want to help people park their money in real estate. In fact, one of the best things that you can say when people go, Lisa, what do? Your response should be this: I help people invest their money in real estate. That's what I do. Don't tell people you're an investor. Don't tell people that you buy houses. Don't tell people you're building a portfolio. None of that stuff helps them.
You said this the other day to me, and so I used it a few times on the weekend, and people were like, tell me more. Why am I not doing this? I'm like,
folks at home that are following, are you picking up some of these gold nuggets that we're putting down here with Lisa? And Lisa, listen. Go ahead.
Today is gold, and every time we practice the language, I feel like it gets easier and less stressful. I feel like it's just starting to come naturally.
You are learning a craft in 15 days. That's what you're doing.
Yep.
You're building a whole new skill, a whole new thinking in 15 to 20 days, which I think is absolutely incredible. And listen, I know you've got a whole bunch of other stuff going on in life with work and family and things like that. You're still staying consistent to this. You're still pushing forward on this skill, and that is life. Life is that we have to take the hits, get back up, and keep moving forward. And you're so close to inking this deal. I'm so excited for you.
Yeah.
Okay, so I know we're coming to time here. What's our game plan here for the day and for tomorrow? And where do we need to push?
So I'm going to practice my script. I'm script, I'm also going to reach out to a couple of people who have reached out to me and see if actually any of them are willing to come on tomorrow. If they're not, I'm going to book times with them if they're willing to talk to them about, to pitch them. And then I'll update how it went. The only caveat, and I told Ben this, but when I mentioned that my dog threw up at the beginning of the session yesterday, we had to rush her to the vet hospital, and she's still there, and she is my baby. For 10 years, she's the best dog ever. And so right now they're doing x-rays again this morning and more tests, and we're hoping to have some answers today. But that's on my mind, and I'm trying to focus on this and focus on work and just not dwell too much on what ifs and hope for the best. And so I know some of you messaged me with well wishes for her, and I really appreciate that. Just know that if I have to, I will prioritize her. She's my family, and she has spent COVID by my side in the family room at the feet of my desk. So that's
family first. Family first. Okay. And I'm so sorry. I'm gonna say a prayer. What is your dog's name?
Ginger.
Ginger. Okay. I have a dog named Snickers, and he's 14 years old, and he has a heart condition. So I know what you're going through. I've been there. So we're gonna prioritize family, folks. Real estate and money making doesn't need to get in the way of your family. You can be very strategic and smart with how you do this, and we don't have to take on extra stress. We want to reduce as much stress for Lisa as possible, so you can have fun while you're doing this, and as other things in life happen, this doesn't have to derail your time. So, you know, we're going to keep Ginger in our thoughts and prayers. Folks at home, send some warm vibes and some positive messages over to Lisa. I'm sure she'll appreciate that for Ginger. What kind of dog is Ginger?
Saint Bernard.
A Saint Bernard. Okay, beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Okay. And we're just going to stay faithful and keep moving forward in what we need to do. We don't have to create a lot of noise. We don't have to make all this extra stuff. We just stay very committed. We speak to people very simply. We have an ROI. We have a risk tolerance. And as long as we can communicate, this business becomes relatively straightforward. We lack to communicate. We struggle on that side of things, which is why it gets a little bit complicated for a lot of people. So, okay. So tomorrow we're back live. Folks at home, go ahead and give us a quick share as you're sending her some warm greetings in the comments. Really appreciate you doing that. We'll be back tomorrow as we continue to push this deal through. Now, do we have any others in the hopper that we need to make offers on, Lisa?
I think so, yeah. I've got 2 that came from Cash and Home. I think it was 2. And I've got another one that I sent to Drew. So I'm going to just chat with him about those and go from there.
All right, my friends, stay strong. We got this. I'm here to support you. You got a whole tribe of people loving on you.
I do.
And I'm very confident we're going to be able to get this deal done for you. So we'll see you tomorrow. Have a great day. Folks at home, stay tuned with us. Join us every day. Live with Lisa, 30 minutes to a deal. Cash Flow Tribe, share this link out, Lisa. We will see you tomorrow, my friends. Have a wonderful day. Folks at home, we'll see you guys tomorrow. Same place. Come ready. If you have questions, come join us. We're just so excited to have you here, part of this journey with Lisa. What a cool experience that we're doing here together. If you want to be part of the show, you can head over to cashflowtribe.com, join the community. We'll be doing some more cool stuff in this accountability kind of live mentorship that we just jumped into, trying to help some people in our world. So be blessed. Have a great day. We'll see you guys next time.